Hello friends, today we'll see the programmable logic controller PLC. I am Arvind Mishram, Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, KVT College of Engineering, Nashik. These are some available PLCs in the market, typical PLCs. A PLC, programmable logic controller, is a device which was invented to replace necessary sequential relay circuits for the machine control. Sequential relays means development of a logical circuit for particular automation system. They were developed logically, sequentially to attain particular tasks. PLC works by sensing the input states and making the output on or off depending upon the program written therein. Generally, this program is written via the software, the PLC softwares like ladder diagram. PLCs are used in many real worlds. You name any industry like machining, packaging, material handling, automated assembly, you will see the PLCs are used in it. If we want to make a solenoid on for 5 seconds when switch is pressed on, the solenoid must remain on for 5 seconds. Regardless how many times the switch is pressed on or off. This can be done by simple external timer, but what if there are such 10 solenoids or more than 10 solenoids? We will need several timers, counters and complicated circuits, which is forcing us to use the PLC. Bigger the process, more is the need of the PLC. The PLCs was first introduced by Bedford Associates in US and it was called as the Modicon. PLC mainly consists of a CPU, memory and IOs. It consists of thousands of relays, thousands of counters, timers and data storage locations. Here it must be noted that these relays, counters and timers are the transistorized circuits. Input relays are connected to the outside world, which are connected to the switches and sensors. If we want any system and this system has some sensors or switches, these are directly connected to these input relays. Internal utility relays are simulated relays for special tasks. Some are always on, some are always off, some are once off. Generally, these internal utilities relays are used to have the spanning timings. Counters are used to count pulses written in program required for the process. There are up counters, down counters, up down counters. These counters have limited speed. Some manufacturers are having the speed, high speed, which can be hardware based. It depends upon the system which we use, whether we want the speed lower or high speed. Depending upon that, we have to use or we have to select the PLCs. Timers are on delay type or off delay type. Increment is from 1 millisecond to 1 second. Timers are used to hold the output devices for a particular time. Output relays are connected to outside world. They are physically connected to solenoids, lights, etc. For example, if we want to design any system and the system output is a solenoid or an actuator, the connection of this actuator is connected directly to this relays. Data storage are registers which are used to store the data for mathematical manipulation and data manipulation. These are also helpful to retain the data in case of power failure or power is made off. PLC operation mainly consists of three operations, that is, check the inputs, execute the program, and then update the output status. Step first is the input check. The inputs are checked whether it is true or false. One by one, it records the data into memory. Step 2 is executing the program written in PLC. The softwares like ladder diagram. For example, if input 1 is on, then make output 1 on, whatever the previous output 1 is. This will be decided by the program written. Meaning, if we want to make the output 1 on by pressing, for example, the switch 1, then we have to write down the program such that when I press switch 1, the output will be 1. Whatever the earlier state of that output 1 is. Step 3 is to update the status of output depending upon the program written and depending upon the inputs. Execution of step 1, step 2 and step 3 combined together is one scan time. Response time is the time required to react the updating output. In many cases, the response time is the time required to react the updating output. In many cases, this response time is not concerned, but in some cases it might be. Response time depends upon the reaction of output depending upon the process and input status. Relays is a electromagnetic switch. The electromagnetic relays are replaced by the transistors in PLC. These relays are used to connect the input and output devices. Let us take an example of turn on a bell. In this figure, whenever the switch is closed, we want to turn on a bell. Here, switch, relay and bell are real words parts. Where the switch is closed, whenever the switch is closed, the bell should ring. Here you can see two separate circuits, one is DC and other is AC. Let us use the PLC in place of relay for this ladder diagram. It does not understand the terms like switch, relay, bell, etc. It knows only the inputs and outputs. For that, we have to write down the ladder diagram. The previous circuit is written in PLC symbols as shown. The outside word parts are connected and they are given as addresses. Here 000 represents the switch and 0500 represents the bell. Whenever 0000 is true, 0500 is true. This is nothing but a logical sequence arrangements. Now we'll see some basic instructions. LD, that is a load, is a contact symbol or normally open switch. When on condition, it is true or logic 1. This is used in internal input, external input, and external output contacts. LD bar is just opposite to LD. That is, it is a normally closed switch. Here, if the input is physically off, then the symbol is on or logically false condition. Out instruction, this is when the instruction is true, it is physically on. The next is out bar, just opposite to out instruction. Let us see one more application. Here battery is connected to the coil through two switches, SW1 and SW2. The ladder diagram for this connection is as shown in the figure. SW1, SW2 and output as a coil. The connection of SW1 and SW2 in series is nothing but the logical AND gate, meaning whenever the switch 1 is pressed and switch 2 is pressed, the coil is energized. See one more example to understand the basic instructions of PLC. This is a level application. We are controlling lubricating oil being dispensed from a tank. Here we want the fill motor to pump lubricating oil into the tank until the high level sensor turns on. At that point we want to turn up this motor until the level falls below the low level sensor. Then we should turn the fill motor and repeat the process. This is done by using the ladder diagram. Here we have three IOs, input outputs. Two are inputs, that is the sensors, and one is the output, that is the fill motor. Both of our inputs will be normally closed. We can use fiber optic level sensor. When they are not immersed in liquid, they will be on. When they are immersed in liquid, they will be off. Give each input output device an address. It is shown in the next diagram. Here 0000 and 0001 are the inputs address given to the sensors. 1000 is internal latch relay. When 0000 and 0001 is on, meaning it is true, then 1000 is true. 1000 is nothing but the internal latch relay made for several scans. When these several scans, let us say for example 500 scans are there, then it will make the motor on. When again after some scans the 0000 will be on and 0001 will be false, will be off, making 0500 motor off. This can be understood by this animation. Animation is explained over here. Thank you. We'll meet again with some PLC programs, basic PLC programs by using Logix Pro. Reference is taken from plcs.net. Thank you very much.